what's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video, and today, even though my car here is a little beat up, I'm going to be showing you guys the 3 unreleased vehicles, what they look like in GTA, also all of their customization. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, I'd appreciate it if you could drop the video a like, that'd be amazing. The rumored release dates for these, or at least the release order, is that the Ruston is going to be coming out first, and then it's going to be the Infernus and the Turismo. And the leaked prices for these, the Ruston is going to be $400,000, the Infernus is $900,000, and the Turismo will be $700,000. So those are the prices. Also, one thing to note, because I mean, I guess maybe I just wasn't thinking about it correctly, but as you can see at the bottom right, the Infernus Classic here is a sports classic. So it's not going to be a supercar. So, I mean, at least when it comes to racing and all that, it will probably be a lot more competitive because it'll be in that sports classic class. And I'm assuming, I mean, we'll find out in a second here, but I'm assuming the same thing will go for the Turismo. Anyway, so this one, the Infernus. You know, I kind of like the look of it, man. It looks pretty cool. It is kind of weird because the front definitely has that Testarossa or Cheetah classic look to it. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the customization we have for this vehicle. So the bodywork, decent amount of options here. You got a lot of fins, and then you got the gills. All right, so that's pretty cool. Just put anything on. Brakes, that's nothing. Engine, so there's the engine tunes. The engine block, which you cannot see. Hello? What is changing here? Is nothing changing? Engine cover? Do I have to change? Oh, maybe I have to change this. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove the engine cover and then go back. Ah, there we go. Okay, so if you want, you can see the engine, which is kind of cool. Exhaust, there are a few options. Not as many as the GP1 that came out yesterday, but pretty nice. Lights, that's obviously the same. Skirts, respray. Let's go ahead and check. There are 3 color options. So we have the kind of like the GP1 in that the pretty much all the car is the primary, and then the secondary is the gills and the side view mirrors there. Even, well, I guess you could probably change the engine there if you choose that option. Then we have the trim color, which actually does make everything in here change colors. That's kind of cool. Just put white on so you can see. All right, I like that. I like that. Definitely stands out. All right, so skirts, we have a few options. Nothing too crazy there. You got the secondary option, and it's splitters, so you got some bumper options up here. Then we have the spoiler, so you got the, that's no why is this an option? But you got the classic spoilers. We're gonna go with the classic spoiler, and there's the other options. I'm not a huge fan of those. Let's see, suspension, transmission, that stuff is all the same. Turismo or turbo wheels. All right, so that's basically it. You can tint the windows if you so choose, and then, well, wheels, you can see, I don't know, they don't look too chrome, so maybe you can change the stock color of these rims, but I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so that's the first one. That is the Infernus Classic. Next up is by far my favorite. Look at this, dude. Grotti Turismo Classic, the F40. This thing looks they did like a perfect job on this car, man. This is amazing looking, and all we got to do, man, is throw a, it looks like it's got a lot of options too, but we throw a little spoiler on, man. Oh baby, that's what's up. I like this. I definitely like this one more than the other one. Anyway, let's start from the beginning though. So armor, brakes, that's the same. Bumpers, so we have a decent amount of options here, about 6 or so. All right, pretty cool. Then we have the engine. So this one just has the engine block, which I like that. You can see the engine through the glass there. Next up, we have the exhaust. So a few options. Nothing too fancy or crazy. Hood. Okay. Oh, whoa, that's kind of cool. So actually, I'm just noticing this. It takes the color off of the stock, puts the color, the secondary color, on the mirrors. That's kind of neat. And you got the vented hood. Which, wait, what does that? Okay, so you got the little vent there. You got the stripe vent. You got the triple vent. That's kind of cool. I like this little stripe down the middle. Don't know if I'll use it, but it's kind of neat to have. Next up, we have, let's see, lights, plates. It's all the same. Respray. Let's go ahead and check and see what. So yeah, like basically all the other cars, that's the primary, and then the secondary is going to be either the mirrors or the stripe down the middle, and the engine, and then the trim color will be everything that is on, well, not everything in the interior, but most of the interior. It is red at the moment, so I kind of like it with the red. The red and the white, this white color scheme actually looks pretty cool. So we have sun strips next. If you want to, not sure if I like that much. Skirts, only 2 options here, so you have a secondary and a carbon. The spoiler, I showed you guys these, but just going through them again, you got all your different kinds. If you want them to be carbon, secondary color, or primary color, we'll just leave it as the stock spoiler. The transmission, turbo, wheels, and I think that's actually it. So tinting the windows on this actually does mean you're not going to be able to see the engine, so I would definitely not tint the windows on this car if you're going to buy it. And then wheels, these actually might be able to be painted because they don't look shiny at all. So again, I can't actually test that until Script Hook comes out or until people or we get them into the game and online. But that is the Turismo Classic, and it is a sports classic like you saw when it came into the garage. So again, it's going to be competing with those cars and not supers. But man, this car just looks so nice. All right, and then finally, the last one. Let's go ahead and get the Ruston. So this one, as you can see at the bottom right, it is a sports vehicle. That's why it is so cheap. And I'm wondering how it's going to compare to like the Masacro and other sports vehicles in terms of performance. It'll be interesting to see because this is sort of an electric car. But it is a strange car. To like, I mean, just looking at it, you know. So checking all the customization. Let's go to bumpers. So we have front and rear bumpers. You have a decent amount of are some different options here. Then the rear bumpers, you got some, ooh, that's kind of cool. Then you got the vented one there. So those are the bumpers. Engine, this one does not have any engine upgrades, custom or like looks wise. Then we have the exhaust. So if you want some different exhaust, we'll go with the chrome tip one. Hood, if you want it, okay, that one's kind of cool, kind of different than most of the hoods. The Ram Air hood, we'll go ahead and choose that. Horn, lights, plates, okay, nothing. Let's see, respray. So respray, there is only a secondary and a primary, no trim color. I wonder what this, although the secondary is probably the one on the interior. Yeah, you can see the secondary there on the doors, like underneath the car, I guess, is what's changing. We have the roll cage. If you do, oh my god, so you can, it's like a upgraded buggy, like the beach buggy, but I don't know if I like that. And if you're wondering, that is actually the secondary, so you can see that's the color that's changing. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what people come up with. After that, we have some skirt options, which that's pretty cool with the vents on the side. You know what, let's go ahead and choose that. Splitters, so you have some other bumper options here in the front. Then we have the spoilers, if you want to put a spoiler on this vehicle, nothing too crazy. And then I believe that is actually it. So wheels, yeah, these might also be able to get painted as well because you can see the yellow on them. So I'm hoping we can change that because that would be kind of cool. I always love when they include stock rims that can be painted, whether it's through a glitch or not, because I don't know, the stock rims just look so much better than like the majority of the rims that are in the game. So there you guys have it. There are the 3 unreleased vehicles. We might also, at least according to their newswire, I think it's safe to say that we're going to be receiving the Duke of Death at some point in GT Line as well. So these 3 cars plus the Duke of Death over the next, month probably, with some new adversary modes sprinkled in and the actual creator for the stunt races. I think that'll be kind of cool. It'll be something to hold us off until the the gun running DLC. Although what's kind of interesting, just I figured since we're talking about these classic cars here, on the newswire, the wording is just, it's still throwing me off. And maybe I'm looking too much into this, but it says the collection, or they have a collection of classic cars that are going to be coming out. And to me, 2 cars is not really a collection. I mean, I guess technically it could be, but I don't know. Maybe, like, theory time, maybe they didn't include all the classic cars because they didn't want them to be known about. Because obviously if they would have included them in the DLC, we could just go through the files like I'm doing now and then check out all the cars. Maybe they're saving them for an actual surprise. I don't know. It's just the name, or the wording, a collection. That just seems like it's way more than the two they've mentioned, the two they brought into the game. I cannot drive. Oh, God. Anyway, that is it with the video. As we're going to run this poor lady over. I'm not meaning to do this. Just trying to turn around. As I do that, though, I'm going to end the video. Thank you all for watching. Please drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. I'm doing a shark card giveaway on my Twitter, so if you have not gone and enter, go do so. But as always, I will see you guys in the next one.